Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I've got here Wandering Earth action figures by g.i.joe. Now there are 3 in the set. I only bought 2 because, as I could tell, you can see I've got 1 of 3 and 3 of 3. As I could tell, 2 of them got the same equipment, so I was like, yeah, do I want 2 exactly the same apart from the head sculpt and maybe 1 or 2 superficial differences? I thought, no. Having said that, if I really like these, then I probably will buy the third one or maybe buy some spares for the future, because I do like these sort of spaceman looking figures. Okay, let's crack them open and have a look. So these are plastic cases or boxes that g.i.joe will be doing recently. I quite like them. Let's get that one on and this one. So the difference is one's got like a heavy minigun, Gatling gun, and the other's got like an assault rifle. And so let's get these guys out and see what other differences there are. Now they've got some sort of exo armor as well, so I will look at how that compares to other g.i.joe and maybe a acid rain exo armor. How the figure comprises, what the figures look like. So this has got the exo armor and the minigun. And this one is, no, this says exo armor and minigun again, but they are different. Okay, so the non-minigun one. Wow. To be fair, he does look really quite good. I'm already thinking I should have bought the other one. Having said that, I've not played with him or done his articulation yet, so I have to see. He does look really quite cool. It comes with this awesome helmet. It could almost be worth the price alone, even though it's quite expensive for the helmet. That's so good. Pistol, which has got a little join at the bottom and here. Was not so keen on that, an action figure. Guns, and same with this. If you've seen my reviews, I can't stand that they've got these little bars across the bottom because it makes it more difficult for the figure to actually hold the weapon. So there's one. Here's 2. Another awesome looking figure. Some differences I can see in his vest, but otherwise it's pretty much the same. Yeah, it looks pretty much identical. Again, this awesome looking helmet. Very nice looking minigun. And they've even drilled the barrels. Well done, g.i.joe. Not sure you can pick that up though. And same pistol as this guy, and then he's got, I'm guessing that's for the minigun maybe, and he's got his ammo belt there. So it'll be interesting to see how these work out. So first thing I'm going to look at is I'll look at the articulation. Now bear in mind they got exo one, was really gonna limit it in ways, I'd imagine. So without this helmet on, great left, great right, great down, great so up, and okay side to side. Shoulders, he goes up, he gets to just about 180, then the exo armor makes it really hard. Bicep bend. That is really not. He does get over 90 on the left easily, not so much on the right because the X arm is flexing in a different way. If I get the X arm to flex in a different way, there you go. He'll get 90 on both sides. But now whatever this is has flipped out of his backpack. That should stay in the backpack. Okay. Waist, he can twist. He can bend, he can dip. Wrists, gun articulation in the right, but now his X arm has slipped off his wrist. And standard, he can take articulation in the left. Legs, doesn't go so far because the X armor is still pretty good for exo armor. Thigh twist, again, exo armor will stop that a bit. Double knee bend, very nice, even with the exo armor. That's surprising. Ankles, Really nice tippy toe. His flexation, his Michael Jackson, is looking like, oh, maybe it's quite good. Not bad, all things considered. His feet don't turn, they instead. So they swivel to the sides like this instead, which is okay for when your legs are apart, but you really want both of those in there. Better than I was expecting, considering he's got this exo armor on. Okay, let's see what he's like with his helmet on. He looks really nice, but you know, you'd prefer that to be more bulky for a spaceman. Though he's not really a spaceman in Wandering Earth, you know, he's not out in space as it were. He's still on the planet. Okay, this guy, articulation should be the same apart from maybe the waist because of this vest he's got on. So yeah, he still can do it. Otherwise, it should be the same. Looks great with his helmet on too. Let's see how tightly the gun will stay in holster. Now this holster's on the front because the extra armor's on the side. Oh. Helmet comes off, but the gun stays in place, so that's pretty cool. Okay, how does he hold his pistol? And the answer is very nicely. Okay, so let's put that pistol back in his holster on the front here. And now we come to the real test, how he holds this gun here, which looks really quite difficult to hold. Also, there's no visible trigger, so no drill barrel. Let's see how he's going to hold this. He can't hold it from the back. That just looks silly. He can't hold it from... How are they making them hold their guns in this? I like so far, but this gun is just killing it for me. You'd have to hold it from the back, and that's way too thick for his little hands. But that doesn't look bad, to be fair. Looks pretty good. Can he pose and shoot with the gun? Let's have a look. Just about, not the best, but it's acceptable. And all his X armor still in place. Okay. This guy, I know he's going to hold his pistol okay. How is he going to do this with his minigun? So let's have a look first. So there is a slot here, which is going to be for the ammo belt. That way or that way? We'll know in a second, I guess. This one goes to where? Not quite sure where that one goes at the moment. See, I would have thought it's going to be for the gun. There is something on the underneath here, so maybe it is. Okay, it looks like it is for the gun. But where is that going to slot into? Let's have a look. That's too loose for this. Right, I am going to figure this out and come back, so I don't want you guys to be too bored watching me play. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so there's a small hole in his belt at the back and a hole under the minigun so he can hold it. Though honestly, it's not easy because he wants to pop out his hands or the exo armor when he's holding up. but it is pretty damn cool. So my opinion, they're relatively expensive for Joy-Toy because of the licensing fees. However, they do look really good. If you're a fan of the movie, then I would recommend them. If you're not, then I would still recommend them, mainly more for people to do customs or like outer space stuff, because I think the helmets are amazing and the figures are pretty damn cool as well. The exoskeletons, I'm not a huge fan of any exoskeletons so far, except for Techo toys, which are not even released, but I've got a prototype, or prototypes, which I've reviewed up there somewhere. And around about the 615, 645 mark, there's a heavy armor exo, almost like a mini mech, that one of the guys the figures can wear. Now they are 135 scale and they do it exceptionally well. But this guy still looks pretty cool. If we compare the armor to, let's say, some more Joy-Toy, these guys here. So these guys are free Chuism 19th Legion Ghost Squad, and I think the armor on the Wandering Planet figures works better. And then we have the Acid Rain World Civic Company Sentinel, and obviously he scales slightly bigger. There's more thought put into this armor here, but in terms of the mechanics and the moving, but this kind of works maybe slightly better, even though there's more thought gone into this. So no one's really found the perfect system for doing the exo armor on these 1/18 scale figures yet. Okay, so let's just compare him to another spaceman. Unfortunately, the only other spaceman I've got here is Leviathan from Fortnite, who is a fish in a bowl on top of a spaceman suit. Let's get him to stand up first. Okay, and we can see they actually match quite well. If he was painted up and maybe different underneath there, they'd match quite well in terms of sort of the spaceman aesthetic. But pretty cool. Nonetheless, you're gonna die, fishman. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back to the more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting, check out my other videos. I've got loads of content, okay? Bye-bye.